Today I'd like to discuss Kahoot as a formative assessment and its alignment with the universal design for learning. The goal in using Kahoot as a formative assessment tool is to engage students with material in a new format, provide immediate feedback, and include learners who have difficulty reading. Furthermore, the technology records student responses for the teacher to view at a later time in order to identify student strengths and areas for improvement. Other apps and technology for formative assessment include Socrative, where you can create quizzes, quick questions, and play a space race game, Zaption to embed questions into a video, and Plickers, where students respond with QR codes. Um, Today, however, I would like to simply focus on Kahoot. Kahoot utilizes two of the three types of flexibility explained by the Center for Applied Special Technology. First, it follows the multiple means of representation for universal design for learning in the areas of perceptual language and symbols. The website gives the students the ability to select options by symbol as opposed to traditional text and has ways of customizing text. The text can be enlarged on both the student and teacher screens, as well as the questions can be read aloud for students with difficulty reading. Second, it provides multiple means for engaging interest. Students are more engaged with the game-like format, which gives them immediate feedback on their response, points based on how quickly they answer, and colorful, simple shapes as option choices. Students are ranked after each question by the number of points, increasing the challenge and enabling enabling recognition. There is also a time limit for the questions, which is optional and can be set up by the teacher when creating questions. I interviewed some teachers to see how they used Kahoot in the classroom. Some teachers used it as a review, preview, and a check for understanding, while others had students create their own study tool by designing Kahoot for their classmates to use. Some advantages they discussed were that it's quick and easy to use, students were engaged and loved using it, and you could see by observing in the classroom the green and red screens who was getting or not getting the material. Students respond with one of these four shapes and then their screen changes color, so they get the immediate feedback. Some disadvantages that were discussed were that there's no ability to add math type, and it's very difficult to do open-ended questions. Some students' devices will load faster than others if they're using a device versus a laptop. And one of the major difficulties for this is that you have a limit over here on how many characters you can put in for both your question and your response. However, despite those disadvantages, all of the teachers that I interviewed said that their students loved it. Some teachers used it on back to school night, as well as did a drum roll after the last question to reveal the top 5. And some even actually gave out small prizes to the winners. Observations that I noticed based on my experience were kind of very similar to what the teachers described. You have the ability to duplicate questions, which made it easy to put in questions with similar choices, embed videos, and you could save the results to Google Drive, which added students' responses into that so you could see how they responded, not just if they got the question right or wrong. My class loved using it and they asked me immediately when we're going to use it again. The disadvantages again are the same as described before, the character limit for the questions, as well as that students need devices and a good internet connection for it to be successful. Some creative applications would be reviewing and practicing units in all subject areas, using Kahoots that other teachers have created, just be careful that their answers are correct, and the students can create their own Kahoots to review material and share with the class. And these are the references that I've used.